Amandla. Amandla. Viva EFF, viva. Tata EFF, tata. Tata EFF, tata. Down with MKP, down. Down with ANC, down. Down with DA, down. Amandla. Ngiyabonga, ngiyabonga. Usakela mongameli. Siyabonga officials of the EFF. Ngibingelele kini bantu base KZN. We are happy that you came here in your numbers. Ngibonge neNgonyama, the king of the Zulu nation, King Musizulu Kazwelethini. Ngithi bayete. 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 Ngibonge Nonyazi lweZulu, who has welcomed us in this province, Inkosi Ushembe, whom we met this weekend, and the congregation of Father Madwe of St. John's Apostolic Faith Mission Church, and all religious leaders who are here today. We saw our pastor earlier. Our traditional leaders who are present and those who are at home, I salute you. I salute the youth of Umlazi and the youth of South Africa and the youth of Africa and diaspora. Today, we do not gather to celebrate. We gather to remember, to honor, to reflect, and to revive the spirit of 1976. We are here today to say to the youth of 1976, you did not die in vain. We are here to pick up the spear and continue the struggle of our people. Comrades, as the youth of today, we must know that we have a responsibility to fight the legacy of Hendrik Verwoerd. We cannot allow the legacy of Verwoerd to continue. That's why we must say to Tsietsi Mashinini that we will never rest until the education of our people is decolonized. We don't want Bantu education like the 1976. We want free education. We want quality education. We want a decolonized education. We want to say to Steve Biko, you did not die in vain. The black consciousness you preached in the 60s and the 70s that inspired the 1976 generation is inspiring us today. Every time we are confronted with racism, every time we are looked down, we remember the black consciousness of Steve Biko. We remember Onkgopotse Tiro. We remember Hector Peterson. We remember Winnie Mandela, who picked up the bodies after police shot our children in 1976. We say to them, we will never retreat. We will fight until our people get their freedom. Comrades, here in KZN, we know that you have a history of defiance. The kings that came before the current king, they fought successful battles against imperialism, against those who wanted to occupy our land. And that's why we call on you, the youth of KZN, to follow in the footsteps of those who came before you. After 1976, many young people from Kwamashu, from Umlazi, from everywhere in KZN, they went exiled to join MK and to join APLA to fight for our freedom. This place we are in is not a place of cowards. That's why you cannot be cowards. You, the youth of today, must say, we want to be like the 1976 generation and fight for our country and fight for the youth and fight for the rights of young people. Those who fought in 1976 said they don't want Africans to be taught or to be imposed on them. And they've successfully fought and won. We must say, we want free education now. We want Wi-Fi now. We want food at schools now. We want teachers who are going to teach our children and who are not going to rape our children. We want teachers who are going to provide quality education to the children of South Africa. Comrades, we want functioning schools. We don't want pit toilets in schools. We don't want the schools that are not properly built. We want the schools that are properly built, that recognize our dignity and restore our dignity. We want the schools that are going to teach our children to be proud to be African, not children to be cowards and be ashamed of who they are. Fighters, the ANC sold out the 1976 dream. You cannot allow that dream to die in your lifetime. We must make sure that we fight gender-based violence that is affecting our women in the streets, at home, at workplaces, even at school, even at the universities. We are saying to those who raped our young Kwekwe, we are coming for you. We will never rest until those who raped Kwekwe are arrested and they are sent to jail. We will send Kwekwe to the best medical equipment in South Africa. We will pay for her medical bills and we will make sure she receives a proper counseling so that she can come back and become a proper young person. In 2018, Ramaphosa said he was going to fight gender-based violence. Till today, he has not done anything. What he knows is to call conference after conference, but nothing comes out of those conferences. We are saying you need to make sure that you fight the corrupt police. We don't want dockers to disappear in the police stations. We don't want police who are corrupt. We must support the police who are working hard. Any criminal who threatens the life of the police must be dealt with decisively. That's why we love the KZN Co-Provincial Commissioner of Police, Mkhwanazi. We say to Mkhwanazi, Pesquabo, you must never retreat. You must make sure that KZN becomes a better place. The ANC has turned this ground into a red ground because our people are being killed and no one is being arrested. The NPA has failed completely. There is no NPA in South Africa. That's why the head of NPA must resign with immediate effect. We lose simple cases. How do you lose a case of Omotoso? That case was supposed to be won, and that guy was supposed to be rotting in jail. Today, he's free. He left South Africa because the NPA failed us. We must say to Ramaphosa, you must leave with that person of the NPA, the two of you, because you lose simple cases. Comrades, KZN, it's a home where there is no water. Our people don't have proper water, drinkable water. We want every house in KZN to have proper water. We want every household in KZN to have electricity. We want every house to have a person who is employed. You can't have the whole house and the whole family unemployed. At least let's employ one person per family so that there is someone who can put bread on the table of that family. Comrades, we need to make sure that we fight corruption in eThekwini municipality. This thing of giving ANC members jobs alone must come to an end. We want the children of eThekwini to work in eThekwini municipality. We want you to get the businesses of eThekwini because you are the ones who are paying services to eThekwini. Therefore, you must be given a priority. We don't want people who give people jobs for sex. If you don't sleep with them, they don't give you a job. They want to sleep with you before they give you a job. That must come to an end, comrades. Comrades, we want the people of Mtubatuba to own their own water, have a proper, clean, drinkable water. We want all of KZN to be a liberated zone. We cannot continue to mourn about losing the elections last year. That was a lesson. We must fight now. That belongs in the past. Stop giving apologies, provincial chair. It is done. We are now fighting forward. No one can defeat people who are determined to achieve their freedom in their lifetime. This KZN will never be a no-go area for the EFF. Kusekayala, we are not going anywhere. We will exist everywhere, in every corner of KZN. We will never retreat. We will never allow the enemy to exist without competition. We are here to contest the space in KZN. We are here to start our campaign for 2026 elections to elect a council that is led by the EFF, which will create jobs and fight poverty and return the land into the hands of rightful owners. Fighters, you all deserve a government of the EFF, not GNU of DA and the ANC. They want to steal. Every time they open their mouth, they want to steal. When they have a meeting, they are planning how much are they going to steal next. You heard Ramaphosa said there must be a national dialogue. National dialogue means to talk. And they say for talking, they want 700 million. Yet our people don't have tar roads. Our people don't have bridges. Here in KZN, our people were involved in the floods. There was no money. But all of a sudden, there is 700,000 for talking. Ukukhuluma nje, ukuvula mlomo, 700 million. Because they want to steal from us. We don't want that dialogue. Take that 700 million, go and finance free tertiary education, give our children quality education. Why should we pay 700 million just for talking? Comrades, the ANC has once more stolen lottery. Lotto is now given to the politically connected, the corrupt, those who are aligned to the ANC, because they must finance the campaign of the ANC come next year. We will not allow that. We are going to fight that lotto until it's given to proper people of South Africa and not ANC beneficiaries. We don't want ANC beneficiaries to be the ones that are going to loot our lottery. The lotto must be used to finance young people and young people's developments. We want that lotto to be redirected to the youth of South Africa. Comrades, we are fighting in Parliament and we are fighting for you. We are fighting there. They said they want to increase VAT. We said it will never happen. They said 2% increase of VAT. We said no. They said 0.5. We said no. As a result, they did not increase VAT because the EFF stopped VAT in that parliament. Comrades, we defeated sitters where they were appointing children of Gwademantashi. We said it will never happen under our watch. And as a result, those sitters are not appointed because the EFF stopped that corruption that was going to happen in that parliament. Today, we are fighting for data. That data must fall. Data is expensive in South Africa. We want data to fall because data is information. You use data to access information to look for jobs, and when it is expensive, it means you can't have access to those opportunities. We're saying, why is data having an expiry date? As if it's milk or bread. Data must never expire. Once you buy it, it must belong to you, and you'll use it as and when you want to use it. No one must take it away from you. Data must fall, and we fought that battle. We told MTN, we told Vodacom, we told CLC and Telkom that data must fall in South Africa. Our people cannot afford. That's what we're doing for you in that parliament. Comrades, how can data be cheap in Malawi and Kenya and be expensive in South Africa, where Vodacom comes from? It was supposed to be cheap here because it comes from here. We don't want a situation where South Africa pays for more and others pay less. Comrades, we need free Wi-Fi for all schools in South Africa. We need free Wi-Fi for all public spaces. When you go to clinic, you must connect to Wi-Fi.